Hey everyone, welcome back to Upscale Audio. I'm Jake, and with me,
Jordan from Upscale Audio.
And today we're not just talking about one awesome new Cambridge product, we're talking about two awesome new Cambridge products. Let's dive in. So up first, we're gonna have the Cambridge EXA100 Integrated Amplifier. This does come in at $2,200 and has a whopping 100 watts of Class AB power, so it's gonna power even the most difficult speakers. It's gonna have awesome connections such as HDMI eARC, which trust me, you need, because otherwise you'll be explaining to your wife how to use the remote 5 times, and that's not a Kevin joke, I think that's a Jake joke. Okay. It's also gonna have Toslink, it's gonna have optical, it's gonna have everything that you want in a integrated amplifier. Jordan, talk to me about the streamer.
Sure, so this is going to be the new EXN100. Now, this is going to come at $1,800, and it does utilize the same application that Cambridge has been using on their last couple of products, which is Stream Magic. Now, besides that, we are going to have a variety of digital inputs on this unit, such as coaxial, Toslink, USB-B, USB-A if you're using an SSD or hard drive, and HDMI eARC, which is fantastic if you want to integrate this unit into your TV or your audio system entirely. We are going to get a set of single-ended RCA outputs as well as XLR balanced outputs, and it does have a preamp, and we'll be talking about that later on when we talk about what we heard.
So now we should answer where this sets in the Cambridge lineup. So this is going to be kind of a bridge in the middle between the CX line, which you gotta shoot those videos with Kevin without me, and it's gonna be below the flagship Edge line. So this does bridge the gap. We'll have a little graphic up to show you where they sit. But what you're gonna see is that you're gonna get some awesome performance. In the words of the CEO, it's pound for pound the best amplifier that they've ever built. So you're gonna get some flagship performance without flagship prices. Let's jump into the tech. So now we're gonna dive into the tech. This is gonna have an awesome DAC. Jordan, I didn't memorize the name. What DAC is in it?
Sure, this is gonna be using the Sabre ES9018 DAC.
It's also going to have Bluetooth 5 with apt HD, and in their words, you can connect it to a turntable wirelessly. But if Sean Paul ever heard me say you could connect with Bluetooth to a turntable, he'd kill me, so I never said that. It's also going to have 2 sets of speaker outputs, so you can power 2 sets of speakers, or even 2 sets of speakers in 2 different rooms. Jordan, talk to me about the streamer.
Sure, so for the EXN100, this is going to utilize the Sabre ES9028 DAC. Now, you might be thinking, that's the same DAC that's used within the cheaper CXN100, and you are 100% correct, but there are quite a few differences between this and the CXN. Starting off with the larger aluminum milled chassis that we have on this unit, as well as the knurled volume knob, and a larger 6-inch high-definition screen. Now, it's not a touch screen, but Jake definitely touched it a few times.
Yeah, but all I got was fingerprint smudges. It didn't do anything.
Now, besides that, internally, they did redo their PCB lineup in order to improve some signal paths, as well as use some different type of op amps, which did help a little bit on the volume out, as well as added a little bit more spatialness to the audio, and we'll touch on that once we get into the audio quality portion.
Now we should touch on what makes these two such a good pairing if you did decide to get both of them. This isn't just a network streamer and an integrated amplifier, it's also a full preamp and power amp. Jordan, talk to me about the unique ways these work together.
Sure, so I should state, if you want to use these as independent products, you 100% can if you just need a streamer or you just need it integrated. But if you do end up getting both of them, first starting with the remote control, that comes with the EXA100, it does give you controls for both units, and that's actually also because Cambridge recommends to use this as your preamp. So what you do in the application, turn on preamp mode on your streamer, and physically on the integrated, there's a little plate that you take off and you switch it into power amp mode on. With that, it's going to make using this product so much easier. So when you're selecting your songs, not only can you choose it from the application, but also control the volume through there as well.
Yeah, but I like the knurled volume knob. It's quality. So taking it out of the box, it was super easy to use. You could tell they put a lot of thought into the user experience. Like you said, it was an aluminum chassis. It has the knurled volume knob, which is all fancy, and we like that. And it was so easy because all you had to do was connect an XLR from that to this. And we'll touch on how we listen to it in both setups that you can do. We also compared how this network streamer compares against the CX. So let's dive into that right now.
Sure, so we did have the same setup for both where we used the CXN and the EXN side by side. And what I found listening to Man in the Long Black Coat by Bob Dylan was that on the CXN, it sounded dynamic, lively, and everything that you really want from a streamer. But the EXN took it one notch above that. It felt like he wasn't limited by the height of the speakers, but came out more lifelike and presentable within inside of our listening room.
Yeah, it was definitely the difference of the height of the speakers. Like he was almost playing sitting down, and then when we switched, it's like he jumped up and he was towering above the speakers, and it was a way bigger solid wall of sound that just kind of, made me way more engaged emotionally to the music. I loved how well these work together. It's like they were made for each other.
And that's because they were.
Oh, were we made for each other?
All right, we won't take it that far.
Okay, so wrapping this video up, both the EXA100 and EXN100 are fantastic products. You could buy them as separate standalone units, this one at $2,200, this one at $1,800, or for $4,000, you get a full package of a preamp, a power amp, a streamer, a DAC, everything that you need to get going. You just need a pair of speakers and some cables. It's awesome, but we want to bring it home. So what can they do down below?
Sure, so if you comment down below what you think about the very new EX lineup, it gives you an entry in to win a new Upscale Audio t-shirt.
And we asked Kevin to sign him and he said no, but we can sign him if you want. Also smash that like button, click subscribe, and remember, at Upscale, we'll treat your system
like it's ours.